My name is Julie Hawker, and I am the marketing manager at Lloyd Management, and I was one of the collaborators that came together to bring the Refugee Housing Leadership Program to our area. And we came together, a group of us from the property management realm, from the Refugee Services Program, from the faith-based community, and from the Mankato Department of Public Safety, which included the police as well as the fire department. We came together, and what we wanted to do is we wanted to create a training experience for refugees that move here that may not know how to use a vacuum cleaner. When they get a spot on their carpet, they may put bleach on it instead of knowing what proper cleaning techniques to use. And we also wanted to build a community by bringing mentors in and follow to help the refugees learn how to do this cleaning, and also just to build relationship with them, with the American families that are here in the area. It was a lot more than we ever expected it to be.
Hey, and it's a fresh can.
This program has changed me by knowing who Mary is and where she has come from, and just everything that is different to her now. Like me bringing her to her very first baseball or Little League baseball game, and her never watching it before, or me just calling her up out of the blue asking what she was doing, and I found out that she was sick, and so I brought her to Walmart and got her some medicine and picked her up some soup, and I think that was probably one of possibly the first times where she's actually had a close connection to an American, where they were able to help and wanted to help.
Initially, when we were putting the program together, we really looked at the fundamentals of being able to, how do you clean a stove, how do you clean a refrigerator, all those things. But once we brought the mentors in, we learned that what the refugees really were looking for is relationship, is connecting with the people that are here in America. And so outside of just the regular cleaning fundamentals, those relationships were established. And it didn't just affect the refugees, but it affected the mentors, and it affected the police department and the fire department. I mean, the police, they came and they did hands-on fire extinguisher training. And they talked about grease fires, and a lot of times people that come from different countries use a lot of grease when they cook, and when you have a fire, it's easy to put water on it. Well, they wanted to give baking soda, and so we had a graduation celebration with a potluck dinner, and we had probably 6 fire and policemen that came to that meeting, and they brought along baking soda and they gave it as a gift to the refugees. So it was just this wonderful partnership and collaboration of many people that wanted to help change the lives of people in our community.
What we hope and what we believe is already happening is by us developing relationships with the apartment complexes, with the residents of the apartment complex, is that we are building a stronger community that can work together, reduce crime, have safer residents, have a safe community, and that's really going to be the long-term effect.
So his name is Qadri Al-Dandan. He came from Baghdad, Iraq, and he came here because of the army of Shia. They killed his son when he was praying at the mosque. They killed him when he was coming out of the mosque, and they were treating him really badly, and they were living at the refugee camp in a tent. So they had to come here to escape from the brochure and the killing of other people.
Not knowing much about the refugee camps and what they go through, hearing those stories face to face with the people that had to go through those struggles, it really opened your eyes about what really is going on over there and how we can help them as they make their way in their journey to America.
His name is Hamid Al-Hamidi. He came from Iraq, Baghdad, and he is very happy that he came to this program because it did change his life. He learned new things about cleaning the house, how to clean his house, He learned what to do in a situation of fire, and if he ever sick, he should call 911. And they taught him how to deal with other people or other neighbors. If he saw somebody on the street, you always say hi and smile in their faces. Don't be afraid to talk to anybody, even if you don't speak the language. Don't bother your neighbors. You have to go to bed after 10 o'clock, so just the time. So he learned new rules, and he is very thankful for that, and he likes this program.
When we first did it when we first started the refugee program, we started it at Hilltop Lane Apartments. When we did it there, we didn't have enough room, and so we moved the program over to our house, and we used our family room. And to me, it's like we have 2 floors, 2 bathrooms. The floors need to be vacuumed, the sheets need to be washed. We have a washing machine. But the thing that happened when we had the graduation ceremony is one of the refugees had shared that he was very honored to come to our home because it was the first time since they had moved to America that they'd ever been in an American home. And I just couldn't believe that they hadn't been in an American home before. So I think it was this community and this warm touch and showing that the hardships that you've had in the countries that you come from, America can be different. And I think it was healing to them. I think it was more than met. I think that, Mary Kate and I have been listening we would always review the things, what did we learn last week, to see if they remembered the things. And even during the time that we're doing this taping, they are sharing with us the things that they learned, and we're like parents in the background going, they got it, they understand. And so those were the fundamental things that we wanted to teach them. But more than that is the community that was built and the relationships that were built between the police department, who many of these people are used to. The only time they saw the police in their homeland is when their loved ones were being dragged away. And now they have had relationship in a positive manner with the police and the fire department, and they're not going to hurt their family members. And so it's been more than really what we expected it to be. Come and be a part of it. If you're a resident and you want to be involved in the program, I encourage you to be part of it, because you'll learn those fundamentals, and you'll also build friendships with people that are in the Mankato area. And if you are a mentor that's looking at being part of the program, you will walk away as a changed person. They're not the only ones that are changed, but you are. And like the stories that have been shared, it gives you a wider perspective of the lives that others have lived. And it helps you to have more empathy for those that are in our Mankato community.